What's going on, y'all? I went to PAX over the weekend and I had a chance to play a lot of games, and today what I'm going to be talking about is Toxic Crusaders. Toxic Crusaders is a game that's kind of based off, I believe it's a series of films that happened in the 80s, the 90s, early 2000s called the Toxic Avengers. And it's a beat 'em up game, and as of now it's going to be Steam only. You can play with up to 4 people, I guess 3 now including yourself, up across 7 maps. And I do hope they add on more to it because it was very fun when I played the demo. And speaking of the demo is out on Steam right now. Of course, it's free to play, so go check it out. Just keep in mind that it is local co-op. It is not online co-op, so you'll be kind of beating them up by yourself, but you can still have fun. One of the things I like about it was that you could do kind of small combos, and it reminded me of the Ninja Turtle Shredder's Revenge. The one thing I'll say is in the Ninja Turtles, it was a great game. I just don't remember if you could really do combos. And you can't really, when I say combos, it's very limited, but still fun. You know, like in Toxic Crusaders, you can do a dash attack, which launches the enemy up in the air. You know, you run up and you catch them before they hit the ground, and you can kind of hit them with a mean combo. You could also do stuff like pick enemies up off the ground or just pick them up, period. You could jump, throw them down, and do like a vicious bounce off the ground. And if you do it like near a wall, they'll hit the wall splat, meaning they get stuck to the wall, and you can kind of run up and just kind of 1-2 buckle their shoes while they're up on the wall. And I really enjoyed that. I also like doing this cool little like you could kind of like do like a jump in, which is a not Street Fighter, but a fighting game term where you jump, and as you're in the air coming down, you can hit a move, and then you would like hit them on the way down, and they'd still be stunned, and then you can kind of start giving it to them while they were stunned. And I kind of like that. I mean, because you can just walk up and just spam the punch button, but it's kind of more fun when you kind of mix in some style and you kind of get creative with what you can do. I really like that aspect of the game. Excuse me. There's 7 characters to pick from. In the demo, only 4 were available. So there was like a wolf dude. There was I guess like the poster boy. He's got like a mop. There was a girl you could play as, and there's like this tree guy you could play as. And I kind of picked the tree dude because when I was at PAX, I ended up playing as the wolf dude. So I wanted to try him out. And they mostly play the same. I can't speak to the other 3 characters where all the buttons are pretty much universal. So it's more so about picking who looks cool to you versus picking like an attacker, defender, healer. Like, it's not like that. You just pick the character you like, you just jump in and you just beat them up. There's items on the ground that you can pick up for heals. You also have like a radioactive meter, which I think really just boosts your damage and your speed. It takes a while to get there. If you use your special moves, it goes down. If you die, the bar resets. But it was still a cool little touch, you know, just to kind of crank it up if there's a lot of enemies on the screen. And speaking of enemies, I had a good time. I felt like there's a good variety with them. So you had your standard dudes who just kind of run up and punch, right? But then you also had guys where, like, if you tried to run up and hit them, they'd block your attacks. If you kept spamming, they would interrupt you and just, you know, kick your ass. But what you'd do for those guys is you'd run up, grab them, throw them off the ground or something like that, and give them damage that way. And when they stand up, you have a few seconds to go ahead and get your regular combo in, or you could throw them into a wall. So you had some options, but you kind of have to open them up before you can start going in, and I like that. There's a couple enemies that had like flamethrowers, and they would kind of like, if you try to run right up to them, they would flamethrower you before you could really get the hit in, unless you like jumped in and did a move. So you kind of had to approach them from like the top of the screen coming down to them, or like from the bottom going up. But if you try to go left or right, like walk right up to them, you know, you're getting cooked. So I kind of like that. I'm hoping there's more variety with the enemies to kind of spice the game up. I mean, I think it's supposed to be like a kind of a short playthrough where you just kind of sit down with your friends and just beat them up. It's not supposed to be like a long Dark Souls type experience. But still, I had fun with the variety of enemies that were there. The music, you know, was really good. I like the soundtrack. Speaking of, if you go to like Steam, and I think there's an option on Steam to go to get the soundtrack for the game, which is, it was like 7 songs or so. You're listening to it right now as the video plays. I really like the music. The boss fight was cool at the end. You fight this giant dinosaur oil dude or whatever, or I think it's like made of oil or gas or something. Not gas, because gas is. Anyway, so yeah, so I had fun with the demo. I had fun checking out at PAX. I actually saw the arcade machine, and there was like 3 people playing. I just walked up, pick up the sticks, and just boom, I'm in there having fun. It was pretty cool. I had a good time with the game. My only gripe is that it's local co-op only. I hope the devs really consider doing online co-op. I feel like it might be a big ask for, you know, a straightforward game that's like 7 stages, you know, but hopefully they consider it, because I think it'd be a lot more appealing to people if they could play with their friends online, because not everybody has somebody you know, in their house that they can play with, or in their neighborhood or their life. So I think online would be a really good addition. But overall, I enjoyed the game. Let me know what you think of the game from what you've seen so far. Are you interested in playing it? If you're on YouTube, hit that like button for your boy. If you enjoy this, hit that sub button, because I'll be doing more of this stuff. If you're on TikTok, do the same thing. Give the video a like, hit that follow button as well. I appreciate you guys. Stay safe out there and have a good one. Peace.